My work here is done.
This has been Cartoon Network Studios.
My network TV is about over.
Did you see that? He jumped off a cliff. Now what's with this message? Why? Why am I laying here? Anyway, greetings, heaven. Just kidding.